Hey guys, how you all doing? And I hope you're all keeping safe. It's your girl Sheila O, and this is How Far. How Far, Cass? How you doing? Hope you're keeping safe.
Oh, I'm keeping safe, practicing my social distancing and my dance moves, Sheila.
Dance moves? You want to show me something?
You want to see something?
I want to see something. This dance move of yours.
You're going to have to subscribe to my OnlyFans page like everybody else.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Nobody want to see that. Let's get to some real dancing. What's going on? How far
I can't wait. I'm so psyched. I'm very excited. Our guest today is a well-known choreographer, a worldwide creator, creative director, millennial dance sensation. She specializes in hip-hop and Afro-fusion styles, Kaz. Her one-of-a-kind craft has amazed millions. I say millions on virtual platforms such as YouTube and Fox Empire. She's performed her choreo to thousands at iconic places like the Apollo Theater in New York.
That's legendary.
The Chosen Few Festival in Chicago in Chi-Town, and on all her dance tours. She has dance tours in Africa, Asia, Europe, North America. I can go on, but yo, IZZY, Queen, Alpha.
Nice.
Hi, Sheila. Hi, thank you guys so much for having me again.
Such a pleasure, such a pleasure. You know, you're family, but first and foremost, babe, I really want to give my condolence to you right now for the loss of KODAK. She has been mourned by the Afro dance community at large, and you played a major role. You all put together a GoFundMe. I mean, it was really touching. How do you feel today, babe? How do you feel?
I feel think in her death, we were able to see the power that the dance community holds when we come together, and how we don't need anyone to help us. We can save ourselves. So I think in that moment, she, even in her death, brought all of us back together. Because even a week before she passed, she had all brought together like the female Afro dancers to do a Zoom call for dance gathering. And that was the last time I was able to like really speak with her. And it was just beautiful to see all of us just come together and, you know, help her do through this time, help her family, help her dance family, West Side Lifestyle. And now they also have the Love Divine Foundation that they're using to memorialize her legacy. So we're going to continue pushing her story and telling her story and keeping her legacy alive.
That's priceless, and I feel like you got to keep on doing what you do, IZZY, because you will be living, you know, your life through her. You know, like it's like getting to where she wanted to get to, and just making other dancers know that it's possible. And I'm sure where she is right now in heaven, smiling, she'll be very proud. So kudos to you all for that. For men, though, you are building a legacy as far as being the go-to choreographer for the Afrobeat movement. And you're doing so much.
First off, I want to salute you. I think it's super dope. Like, you're doing what you love to do.
Dope.
It's super dope. You're doing exactly what you love to do. And then you met on all these platforms, like going crazy on YouTube to like the mainstream with the Fox Empire, which brings me to clearly music is some real business that goes into it. And a lot of people don't see that. I'm not very familiar with it. I just see people having fun and doing what they love to do. But can you speak on the actual business side of it? Because it seems like it's something you've been low-key tapped into ever since college and just been progressive.
So basically, obviously, when I started, there really wasn't a blueprint. Even right now, there really isn't a blueprint. Like, if let's say you wanted to be a ballet dancer, if you wanted to be a hip hop dancer, a professional dancer, there are like steps you can take, like there are schools you can go to train, there are like agencies you can get signed to. For Afro, it kind of feels like our generations, we are pioneering the structure, like bringing the structure together. So for me and my team, it just requires a lot of creativity. So for example, I have to find ways to make money off of this because I can't have a 9-to-5. I went to school for psychology. So with my degree, I can be a caseworker. But if a gig comes up, I can't leave a child halfway through a session and say, look, I'm gonna go dance with Davido. Peace out, you know.
He might understand. He might understand. Davido's a bitch.
You know, so I had to sacrifice that. It's like, if I am gonna sacrifice that, I need to find ways to make money because I'm not getting younger. So it required me to be, you know, creative. So it's like, okay, I want to go on tour. Like an artist goes on tour, I want to go on tour. I want to be able to make money off of my own content. So let's say artists reach out to me now. A lot of dancers do like music promo videos. Now I want to do music promo projects. So it's like paying to use your song to be part of my dance tape for this year. So like that's even one of my goals for after Corona.
Right after.
Yeah, so that's one of my goals. So it's like finding interesting ways, and then with the platform, a lot of dancers have built. So you now have the opportunity to go into the influencer market. So now brands are paying you for your demographic to get their product in front of your demographic. So I mean, now we don't have all the answers because like now people are trying to figure out how you can copyright choreography or how you can copyright dance moves. So if let's say my dance move ends up in NBA 2K, how am I making money off of that?
Smart.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So IP laws when it comes to like dance and choreography, that's something we're all like talking about. You know, how artists are able to like get publishing on soundtracks or music and stuff like that. Dancers need to be able to make money off of their work without having to be in a commercial market, you know. So yeah, things like that.
Your dance videos. So what are your most favorite, memorable experiences when it comes to choreographing dance videos?
Like my own personal dance videos?
Your own personal, no, the videos you do for artists, you know, because you choreograph a lot for artists, right? So who are your favorite ones? Which ones do you remember? Like, wow, this one really empowered me or something.
I would say like both, like let's say video and live. I would say one of my favorite would be Shoma Josie. She's a female musician from South Africa. I like her because when I rehearsed with her, it was like she was in it just as much as the dancers. So it's like, yo, I want to try it. Okay, we're going to try it again. And then she would teach us some moves from South Africa and would infuse it to our style. So I really like her vibe. She's mad energetic. And a lot of people weren't hip to her at that time.
Yeah, people just catching up now. Yes.
Because I remember I posted a video we performed at Global Citizens. And people were commenting like, oh, why is the crowd so dry? Maybe she should have done this, that, and that. So don't worry about what she's doing. Trust me, in a year or two, you guys are going to be seeing her everywhere. And look at her now. Like, she's amazing. So I would say her, Chosen Few Festival.
I was waiting for you. 40,000 people. 40,000 people waiting and hailing you. Yes, Chicago.
That was beautiful. Like, thank you so much for even, like, thinking of, you know, bringing me onto that. Because that was, like, a nice vibe to like see people like in your element, like feeling nostalgia. Like you could see grown people, moms and dads, like dancing.
Yes. Afro house.
Yes. It was really beautiful to see that. I would say my performance with Burna Boy at Apollo was definitely nice.
Epic.
And that was really nice. And then also working with Jadena was nice. I would say he's the most organized team I've worked with so far, except for Empire.
Prim and proper, Mr. Stanford. Prim and proper.
Yeah, everything was like, you know, down to negotiating. It's like, okay, look, Izzy, like I was on the phone for like an hour, like negotiating. It's like, okay, can you do this? No, but this is what I can do. Okay, that makes sense. Then let's do this back and forth. So it's like, I think his team, I like the way everything went down. Like 3 projects started knocked out in less than a week. So,
beautiful. Hey guys, it's your girl, Sheila O, aka African Royalty. Join me as I go one-on-one with musical geniuses, influencers.
But the success of the genre, I'm loving it.
Forward thinkers, trendsetters, the powers that be. I get them to spill their tea.
I don't fear anybody like that.
On How Far.
Thanks, Dan.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Nasty C, coolest kid in Africa.
Hey, yo, this is Sean Party Girls and Move Around, telling y'all make sure you tune into How Far.
It's your girl Tiwa Savage. How Far?
It's Sheila O, you know what I mean?
We're gonna say then How Far, yeah.
How Far, what's up, Wagwan, exclusively on HIPTV. I'll see you soon.
Africa, make them know that dirty.
Watch How Far with Sheila O. Fridays and Mondays, 10:30 p.m. GMT. +1. Only on HIPTV. Powered by Star Rattler and Feiruz.
A song could be dead in the water, and then it goes viral off of just the dancing and the streams. And like, so once it goes viral, then the streams go up. The streams go up, then more money gets involved. And like, you see a lot of artists, like you said earlier, people are getting paid like just to dance to the videos. But in a lot of cases, you know what I mean? They just lucking up.
Yep.
You know, somebody dancing to them, and I'm wondering, do the artists like ever show love to the dancers or show appreciation, or do you think they even acknowledge how much of an impact?
That's a good question. Yeah.
From the dance?
I think to some extent yes, and to some extent no. Okay, for example, let's say like Shiggy for the Kiki challenge.
Yeah.
Maybe allegedly he got some money afterwards, right? And then obviously the exposure blew the song as well as blew him to a different like you know, stratosphere. I would say within the Afro scene, there are not really a lot of dancers that are given their props. Like if let's say we go back to like our KODAK, like Picture KODAK, who passed away.
Right.
When I went to Nigeria and I turned on the TV, West Side Lifestyle, which is the dance team that she's a part of, and her separately, because they individually do their own thing, but as a group, they're West Side Lifestyle. They're on like 85% of all music videos that you will watch in Nigeria. But when I came and I will go to a Beats 99.9 and I'll be like, do you guys know who West Side Lifestyle is? They're like, who?
Really?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it kind of feels like if an artist doesn't give you a cosign majority of the time as a dancer, you're not relevant. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now, okay, with the artists, yes, they might praise you, like repost you and do all these different things, but a repost doesn't affect my bank account.
No.
Right.
You know what
No,
I'm
it
saying?
doesn't. Preach it.
So it's like, yes, when I'm 18, maybe when I have a refund check when I'm in college, yes, $1,000 here, I might not necessarily, I might need the exposure, but it's like, as we grow older, it's like, I need monetary compensation, you feel me? So I think we just need to get to that point where it's like, not even just the artist, down to the event promoters. Like when you're hiring dancers, budgeting for that.
Yeah.
Budgeting for a choreographer, because a choreographer is different from a dancer. Knowing the difference, you know what I'm saying? So it's like all these different things, like every player in the industry needs to understand how important it is to compensate a dancer, because KODAK died on set.
Painful.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, and then you now turn around to another dancer. Is it not just dance? You feel what I'm saying? Like, dance and music are like the forefront of pushing the culture around the world. So it's like we need to just show the same respect monetarily and, you know, in the conversations that we're having for both artists and dancers.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of respect, Izzy, you went viral on video expressing your views. You were like, you know, I always call you the president of the dance community. Honestly, I do. I really do. I tell even the guys in Africa, I'm like, you're well-spoken, highly intelligent. You put a lot into your craft. You know, it's not just about just dancing. It's you tell a story whenever you move. So for me to see you going live, Izzy, going live on social media, speaks volumes. So you went on and you spoke about an experience you had with an artist and recognition for dancers, you know, and etc. You were, I mean, I heard you, but I want you to use this platform to actually tell us what went on, because it's important that people know your story and how they can avoid whatever it is that you had to go through, you know, as someone who's in the forefront of choreographing music.
Yeah, so last year I was hired to choreograph and also hire dancers through my agency Tribe for Yemi Alade's video Shekere featuring Angelique Kidjo. So in the video that was actually published at the beginning of this year, it was shot, half was shot in New York and half was shot in Kenya. But when I watched the video towards the end, there was special thanks at the beginning, but then there was credits after. And only the people in Kenya were credited. For me, I'm like, okay, yes, I can start talking about, oh, why didn't you credit the stylist, the makeup artist, the this, that? But my only job there was to provide the dancers, provide the choreography. That is my only responsibility. So in that moment, when I saw the video, I reached out to Yemi's manager, and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna fix it. It's the director's fault. I'm gonna fix it right now. But Yemi is coming on tour later on this year." So in the moment, I'm just like, "Okay, why are you telling me that? Okay, cool, whatever, cool. Let me give you, go fix it." You know what I'm saying? So hours pass. I see they're still promoting it. No caption has been edited, because on Instagram you can edit a caption. You can edit in a second. So for me, I'm like, okay, the main platform that I actually want the credit on is YouTube. They're not going to take that video down and edit it and put it back up. He was telling me he knows Vivo. He was telling me, "Yo, I know people at Vivo. We can edit it without actually having to remove the video." And so I was just like, I'm not stupid. First of all, like, I know multiple caps. So it's like, in this moment, I was just like, okay, you're talking to me like stupid. Like, I just woke up this day and started working within the industry. I know how things work. So I hit up Yemi directly, and she gives me a different story. Like, oh no, things were omitted for on purpose. We're only giving credit to people who did it for free, which is a lie. I eventually spoke to the choreographers. I'm like, yo, why are you people lying to me? Like, I don't have access to these people. Like, I can't go and talk to these people. So it's like, okay, you're telling me, you're making this seem like, oh, you're trying to guilt trip me. Like, oh, you want payments and credits too. Stop being greedy. And to me, I'm just like, okay, look. To me, I'm like, this makes no sense. Like, it's not being greedy. If this is my intellectual property, like, I'm so confused. The moment you get the credits page, you can't pick or choose who to credit. The next day, the manager calls me and starts shouting at me. He's like, yo, if you want to work in this industry, let me teach you something about communication. I'm going out of the graciousness of my heart to even go and fix this. Do you know if Yemi works with Beyonce, Beyonce can pick and choose who she wants to credit? That's a damn lie.
Totally.
You think Beyonce is doing credits page because she wants names? I'm confused. Like, she would get sued. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you're lying to me. So I'm like, yo, if I was someone in a position where I didn't know these things, I would keep quiet. I would be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yes, okay, do whatever you want to do. And even on top of that, they now say, oh, just because you don't have credit does not mean you can't promote.
No.
The audacity.
This is going over 2 days. So I'm having conversation with like dancers, and it's like, even on the set that day, a dancer I brought there fell on his head doing a backflip on concrete. The director was saying, do it again. Fell on his head, had to get ambulance to take him to the hospital. So I'm like, yo, a dancer could have died on that set. And then you not turn around and tell me, because we didn't do it for free, that we're not worth getting credit for something we worked on. So for me, I was just like, okay, in that instance, I have to make this video, one, to take responsibility for my place in it, because I didn't make them sign a contract because of the report that I had, and it was extremely last minute, but I could have still slapped the contract on that. Two, I used my relationship with the dance community to get them to stay longer, because the shoot, everything was going wrong. Everything. When I tell everything was going wrong that day, we stayed on that shoot for 12 plus hours.
Wow.
So for me, it was like, okay, look, I know if any other dancer went online to go talk about the situation, people would be like, oh, you're just complaining. Stop it. Is there no exposure? Is Yemi, why are you talking? So if it comes from me, knowing people know that me and Yemi's camp have somewhat of a relationship, it will be seen as, okay, let me actually listen to what she's saying.
And
like,
gain wisdom.
Yeah, and it's like, I also wanted to show that, guys, even at the level that you guys perceive me at, I'm still going through a lot of BS.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you should not make anyone, because it's like they're trying to dangle future gigs in front of me. They're trying to guilt trip me into saying I want too much. They're trying to now tell me, like, kind of threaten me in a way, like, if you want to work in this industry, this is how things go. And I'm just like, fam, credit and payment are baseline. Unless we had a discussion where you said, look, I don't want to put credit on this. I don't want to credit. I want to make it seem like I shot this all in Kenya. You talk to me about it, so I know. And we can negotiate a buyout fee.
A buyout, yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. So it's like, I'm just like, yo, you people don't understand the type of business. You're doing business like this. So that's that's why I made the video. It was like after 3 days, like I didn't want to move out of anger. I didn't want to, I think people assumed I was making the video because I wanted like, what's it called? A response for them. We've already been talking behind the scenes. They already knew where I was coming from. I already knew where they were coming from. The bridge was already burnt. So it's like, for me, it's just like, okay, let me just take responsibility, apologize, tell the story for the dancers that are not able to tell it, because people will be like, oh, you're complaining. Who are you?
No.
You know what I'm saying? And also to teach. So that was kind of like what that video was for. It wasn't to tear her down. I still respect her. I think what she does is extremely beautiful. She's an extremely talented woman. It was just that the way they handled that situation was extremely wrong.
Totally hear you, and I appreciate you for sharing this, because the way I look at it is Afrobeat is growing. You know, we're the new it thing right now, so we have to start to correct our mistakes. There's a strong relationship with artists and the choreographers, because like I play the music, and yes, the music goes on, like we talked about this earlier on, but then when the dance comes, the music tends to go viral. So there has to be that mutual respect, and it's a choreography, it's a dance, it's a service. So 3 million people, 8 million people might see this on YouTube or whatever, and they want to know who is behind it. So money can't buy that, and that gives you future work. So that's one thing that all artists have to learn. It's not acceptable. We all have to do better. We all have to do way better.
Hi everybody, my name is IZZY Odigie. I'm an Afro dance choreographer, instructor, and all-around creative. Before I speak on my project, I would like to acknowledge and say a huge thank you to all the Nigerian youths that got up, walking the streets of their cities, towns, and states, demanding from leadership what is rightfully yours. I don't think you know how much you've inspired and impacted not only Africans in the diaspora, but most especially African youths on the continent. You have taught us that it is our constitutional right to peacefully protest and to ask more from our leadership. I want to say thank you to our heroes that are living and to our heroes that have fallen. This will not be in vain. We will continue to lend our voices and our platforms. We will continue to keep the conversation alive, to aid and support you in any way you see fit. We want to say thank you. End SARS. End bad governance. Say no to the social media bill. Thank you. I don't know about you guys, but 2020 has been an extremely trying year. I remember feeling helpless, stuck, and that I couldn't control anything that was going on in my life. To get through that, I decided to create my second dance project, self-titled IZZY. If you don't know what IZZY means patience in the Benin language. This year has required a lot of patience. This project means a lot. This project is my reintroduction to the industry. This project is me celebrating 25 years of age. This project is me saying thank you to every man, woman, and child that has ever aided in my growth, that has inspired me, and most especially have supported me through my different stages. I just want to say a huge thank you. If you take anything away from this project, I hope you take away this. Never be afraid to invest in yourself. Never be afraid to chase your dream unapologetically. You should not justify your existence. You should live to the fullest because you are here and you're meant to be here. For more information on my project, as well as exclusive content, BTS footage, etc., visit my website, izzygbe.com. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy.
Big ups to you. Much love to you as always, Queen. And We will keep up with you.
Yes, thank you for always supporting and having me on whenever. So thank you so much. Hey guys, it's your girl IZZY. How far now?
Yo, what's the deal? It's Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky,
And Mike.
It's homeboy T-Pain right here.
aka the hot girl coach.
Hey yo, this is Sean Party Girls and Move Around, telling y'all make sure you tune into HowFar.
host.
We're our host.
Sheila O, baby.
Sheila O.
We love you. Can't wait to see you.
Sheila O, that's where Wyclef Jean feels home. Lord knows, hey, Sheila was good.